we shall take up one numerical problem on overlap add method. So here I have to find the filter output. It's an FIR filter and I have to find its output, where the filter has impulse response h of n, which is 3211, and we are feeding input to that system x of n with these many samples. So basically I have taken up the same input and same impulse response for the problem which we have solved for overlap and save method. So basically whatever the method you use, either overlap add method or overlap save method, the filter output y of n should be the same. Fine. So here we have taken up block length as 7. So I have to take capital N as 7. In case you don't have any specification of block length in the problem, what you have to do is you have to assume block length n as 2 power m. And what is m here? M is the length of the impulse response, right? So assume block length as 2 power m in case block length is not there. Okay, so otherwise you have to choose the block length given. We are going to choose in our case as 7. So we'll try to find the system output for this. So solution, so n is what? L plus m minus 1, and this is equal to L is what? L is the length of the L is the what? Segment length, which we need to find, so that we will write this equation in terms of L, right? So what is L? L is n minus m plus 1, and this is equal to, what is the value of n? N is 7 minus m is 4 plus 1, right? So this end up with 4. So segment length is 4 now. So x1 of n is equal to, how do we perform? Before that we are going to segment the input sequence. It is 4, so this is the first segment, segment 1, 1 2 3 4. This is segment 2, so 1 2 3 4, segment 3, and 1 2 3 4, segment 4, right? So how do we convert these segments into blocks? So it is like 1 2 3 3. So this is the first segment, and rest of the values have to pad with zeros. So totally 7, block length is 7. So this is 4, so I need to pad m minus 1 zeros, which is 3 zeros, right? So m is 4, 4 minus m is 4, yeah, 4 minus 1 is 3, so I need to pad 3 zeros. So total length should be capital N, which is 7. So x2 of n is equal to, so get the second segment, which is 2 1 minus 1 minus 2 and m minus 1 zeros. So third block, x3 of n, which is equal to minus 3 5 6 minus 1 minus 3 5 6 minus 1 and 0 0 0, and the last block is equal to, so 2 0 2 1 2 0 2 1 and 0 0 0. So next x5 of n, since I don't have any samples here, so everywhere I get 0, so you have to stop here, right? Okay, so now how do we convert h of n? So h of n length I have to make it equal to capital N, which is 7. So 3 2 1 1. So how many zeros I need to pad to make it 7? So I need to pad 3 zeros. Okay, so what is the next step? So I have to get the individual output. Y1 of n is equal to what? X1 of n, 7 points circularly convolved with h of n. Circularly convolved with h of n. So y1 of n, which is equal to x1 of n, 7 points circularly convolved with h of n, right? So where x1 of n is what? X1 of n is 1 2 3 3 0 0 0, and what is h of n? H of n is 3 2 1 1 0 0 0. So this is our h of n. So I will convert x1 of n into matrix. So how do we get the first row of the matrix? Retain the first sample as it is, rest of the samples come from the opposite direction, 0 0 0 3 3 2. So how do we get the successive rows? Circularly shifted right. So this 1 comes here, 0 0 0 comes here, 3 3, and 2 goes back here, and 2 1. So keep on doing this until number of rows becomes equal to 7, because it's a 7 point sequence convolution, right? So 0 0 3 3 2 1 0. So this matrix has to be multiplied with the impulse response, which is 3 2 1 1 0 0 0. So this is equal to 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, right, which is equal to 3. Six. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3, which is 3. So therefore y1 of n is equal to 3 8 14 18 11 6 3. So similarly we have to get y2 of n, y3 of n and y4 of n. So I am not going to solve this y2, y3, y4. You check your answers. I will give you directly the samples. So y2 of n, so we get 6 7 1 minus 5 minus 4 minus 3 minus 2. So y3 of n, minus 9 9 25 11 9 5 minus 1. y4 of n, 6 4 8 9 4 3 1. So these are the individual output of each block. Now what is the final output? Final output is nothing but this is overlap add method. So I have to overlap these y1, y2, y3 and I have to add the samples. How do we do that? So it's basically this is y1 of n. So first last m minus 1 sample of y1 of n has to be added with first m minus 1 sample of y2 of n, and again last m minus 1 sample of y2 of n is added with first m minus 1 sample of y3 of n, and this goes on, right? So what is y1 of n? y1 of n is 3 8 14 18 11 6 3. What is y2 of n? So what I'll do is I'll directly write in terms of overlap. So m minus 1, right? What is the value of m? Length of the impulse response, which is 4. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So last 3 samples has to be added with first 3 samples of y2 of n, and y2 of n is 6 7 1 minus 5 minus 4 minus 3 minus 2. So what is y3 of n? Again first 3 samples of y3 of n added with last 3 sample of y2 of n. No, so I'll write it here. So it is minus 9 9 25 11 9 5 minus 1. So what is y4 of n? Now you keep on adding. These two has to be added, these two has to be added, these two has to be added, these two, these two, these two, these two, these two, these two. So these samples as it is I have to write here as y of n. This is our y of n. So which is 3 8 14 18 so 11 plus 6 is 17 13 4, and this as it is you have to write. This is the added version. So this is minus 5. So this is the added version, which is minus 13 6 23. So this is 11 as it is. This is 15. So this is 9. This is 7. This is 9. This is 4 3 1. And the output what we used using overlap same method, both has to be same. You can cross check your answers. And one more thing, this is nothing but what? Linear convolution. If you want to cross check your answers, again you can do the linear convolution of x of n and h of n, and you can see whether whatever you did is right or wrong.